You've seen the headlines, right? The news anchors, the fear-mongering gurus? AI is coming for your job. But what if that's not the real story? What if the bigger, more terrifying truth is that it's already here and you just haven't noticed? The public conversation has largely been framed around a future threat, but a nuanced look at the data suggests a different, more immediate reality is unfolding across the global workforce. Tone shifts to a compelling whisper, dropping the pace slightly to build anticipation. In this report, we will demonstrate that the fear of a looming, futuristic takeover is a dangerous distraction from the quieter, ongoing revolution already reshaping millions of careers. A deeper look at the data shows that AI is not an invisible, monolithic force, but a series of precise, surgical tools targeting specific tasks and demographics. This analysis will reveal which jobs are already on the chopping block, which ones are surprisingly safe, and the one crucial set of skills needed to survive and thrive. But even more importantly, we will reveal a central paradox almost nobody is discussing: the real reason for a slowdown in AI's total job displacement, and why that is a promising development for all of us. Part 1. The problem, the looming shadow of automation. Let's start with the hard truth. This is not a sci-fi movie. This is a cold, hard, data-driven reality. Recent reports from major financial institutions and global organizations paint a sobering picture of AI's current and future impact on employment. A study by Goldman Sachs predicts that artificial intelligence could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs globally. The report also suggests that 2/3 of jobs in the US and Europe are exposed to some degree of AI automation, and 1/4 of all jobs could be performed by AI entirely. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, projects that almost 40% of global employment is exposed to AI. The impact is not just a distant prediction, it is already underway. In the US, a staggering 23.5% of companies have already replaced workers with tools like ChatGPT or similar AI applications. This is not a theoretical exercise. It is an active reshaping of the labor market. To understand the full scope of this issue, one must move beyond the top-level numbers. The analysis reveals a deeply unequal distribution of risk. For example, employment for bank tellers is projected to decline by 15% from 2023 to 2033, while cashier employment is projected to decline by 11%. On Wall Street, an estimated 200,000 roles could be replaced by AI in the next 3 to 5 years. The effects are also visible in the creative and technical fields. A recent study found that early career employees in fields like computer programming and sales have experienced a 13% drop in employment since 2022. Furthermore, the data points to a significant gender disparity. A recent analysis found that 79% of employed women in the U.S. work in occupations at high risk of automation, compared to 58% of men. This is not merely a technical problem. It is a profound societal challenge. Part 2. The myth, why the panic is misguided. But here's the thing. While that fear is a valid response to the data, the story we've been told is completely wrong. To understand why, one must look to the past, because this anxiety is not a new phenomenon. The fear of machines displacing human labor has been a recurring theme since at least Aristotle's time. Perhaps the most famous historical parallel is the Luddite movement of the early 1800s, where English textile workers destroyed mechanized looms, believing these machines were coming for their jobs. This widespread belief that technology would lead to lasting unemployment was later termed the Luddite fallacy. The history of technological revolutions, from the printing press to the steam engine, shows that while they cause short-term disruption and pain, they often lead to a net increase in new types of jobs and overall economic growth. This historical context helps debunk some of the biggest misconceptions. Myth 1. AI will take all our jobs. The World Economic Forum reports that while 85 million jobs may be displaced, a remarkable 97 million new roles could emerge. The truth is that AI is not a job taker. it is a task automator. Automating half of all current tasks worldwide could take another 20 years. Myth 2. AI is infallible and objective. The perception of AI as a hyperlogical, mistake-free machine is a dangerous myth. In reality, AI is only as good as the data it is trained on, and large datasets can be inherently biased. The phrase, AI doesn't have a moral compass, it borrows yours and encapsulates a critical truth. Humans are needed to audit algorithms for bias and set ethical frameworks. Myth 3. Only tech jobs are safe. Some tech leaders have noted that low-level coding and entry-level programming are at risk of automation. The value is not in building the tech itself, but in strategically using the tech to solve complex problems. Part 3. The truth. The future of work is human. So, if the robots aren't coming for our jobs, what are they coming for? The answer is simple. They're coming to work with you. This is the central tenet of the new economy. The same forces displacing some roles are simultaneously creating entirely new job categories that require a unique blend of technical understanding and human ingenuity. The research points to several new roles. First, the communicators who bridge the gap, the AI prompt engineer, who whispers to the machines, designing and refining inputs. Second, the guardians who ensure ethical use, the AI ethics and policy expert, and the algorithm bias auditor. Finally, the plumbers and architects, the machine learning operations MLOps engineer who manages the entire life cycle of models. The emergence of these new roles highlights a critical point. The true value is not in technical skills that can be replicated, but in uniquely human skills that cannot. The competitive advantage is shifting to what the research calls human-centered skills. The 6 essential human-centered skills for the AI age are curiosity, a survival mechanism to explore new tools; resilience, the ability to maintain energy through rapid change; tolerance for ambiguity, the ability to operate without needing all the answers; perspective taking, understanding problems from multiple viewpoints; relationship building, the true currency of influence and leadership; humility, the willingness to say, I don't know, and defer to expertise. The jobs that will be safe are the ones that are augmented by AI, not automated by it. The future of work is a new model of partnership, expressed by the formula, human intelligence, emotional intelligence. Conclusion. So are the robots coming for our jobs? Not exactly. They're coming to change them. The question isn't whether you should care, but whether you are willing to adapt. The true value in the new economy will be found in how smart humans use smart machines to do what they have always done: create, connect, and solve problems. The key takeaway is that the most dangerous approach is not adopting AI too quickly, but failing to adapt to its inevitable changes. If this video opened your eyes to the nuances of the AI revolution, a simple act of hitting the like button can help this message reach others who need to hear it. Now, here is a challenge for you. Look at your own job and find just one task that feels repetitive or mundane. Then ask yourself, could I use an AI tool to do this better or faster? The best way to secure your future isn't to run from this technology, it's to partner with it. Let me know in the comments below. What's the one human-centered skill you are most excited to cultivate to thrive in this new world? And if you want to continue this journey of discovery with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you do not miss our next deep dive into the future.